We know how she died.
No! I'm trying to give her the full justice she needs. I understand I'm guilty for dumping her body. I promised him I was going to take the blame because I loved him.
She confessed to murder multiple times, to a nurse, to a stranger, even to federal agents. And then she sat down in this room and said she remembered nothing.
I don't remember telling her I killed someone.
No, I don't remember ever saying that. I don't know what happened, what was going on with that.
When she made those confessions, she was alone, no pressure, no interrogation. But now, everything changes.
You know, like I was just his partner in crime, but I wasn't doing the crime. Like I was just there for him. So I love him though. I really do love him.
We just want the truth. You're sitting in the room with 2 FBI agents to get rid of his mother, to kill his mother, because she was in the way keeping you guys from being together.
This is Dana Jennings. She admitted she was there when a woman was killed.
So basically what happened was I walked into the house or whatever while she was asleep, and I told him, I was like, I don't want to be here. I don't want her not knowing that I'm here or whatever. And mind you, previous to it happening or whatever, he was talking about that. He was talking about killing his mom or whatever. I'm gonna go do it. And I was like, no. And I went back to sleep. Like I didn't try to stop him. I was just like, okay. And I fell asleep. And then that's when he started yelling my name, and that's when I walked in. But I helped move the body. I did do that, but I didn't kill her.
But now, she's trying to take it all back. And this isn't just a one-time thing.
I don't remember anything that happened. I don't remember anything that happened. All I remember is waking up multiple times, going right back down. Waking up multiple times, going right back down.
She says she doesn't remember anything, but she remembers enough to explain what happened.
Can you describe its general shape and size?
It's like this. Yeah. He was practicing it or whatever, and I'm like...
All right, so you're saying now that you went back to, he came back in and said, I'm gonna go do it. He's got the rock, he's practicing, you fall asleep and you're gonna just block this out. Is that what you're saying?
I want to say I heard, I think that I heard a struggle. I really did think I heard a struggle, I don't know what type of, I don't know how it sounds, but I hear it, I have PTSD where I hear it, where it's
Did you hear her scream?
No, I did not hear her scream. No, I didn't hear her scream.
You can't forget everything and still recall details like this.
I helped move the body. I did do that, but I didn't kill her.
This is selective memory. Forget the parts that make you responsible. Remember just enough to stay in control.
At some point, were you in the hospital? Did you become friends with someone? A nurse?
No, I did not become friends with no nurse.
No?
No.
And that you conversed with?
There was what was her name? I don't even remember the person's name. I know there's somebody, there was a lot of sitters and stuff that I talked to and stuff, but...
This particular person, she called you Kit Kat. You remember who that is?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Rebecca Callahan?
No, I don't remember who that is.
Okay. Because you exchanged many texts with her and told her about some of the things that you were involved in. Ultimately, that information came to us.
Caitlin, you don't remember telling her I killed someone?
No, I don't remember ever saying that.
But now it gets even more confusing.
I never had my phones whenever I was with Jonathan, so I talked about this with multiple people from my, that's involved in my case, because they showed me the messages, but I got my phones back whenever I came back from Mexico, so I don't know what happened what was going on with that.
You didn't have your phones the entire time you were with Jonathan?
There is point in times where I do remember being on my phone, but I don't specifically remember ever texting nobody. But most of the time though, Jonathan had my phones. He was doing black internet web stuff, looking up maps to Mexico and all that type of stuff. So I never paid attention to him with that because I didn't mess with him. I thought that he was dangerous.
This isn't denial, this is something else. She's not saying yes, she's not saying no. She's blurring the answer. So there's nothing to hold on to. And then her actions start telling a completely different story.
I told him, I was like, what's happening? He talked about, whisper. No, I'm not whispering. What's happening? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so I text on my phone. I'm like, you're going to tell her that I'm here or whatever. I was like,
I'm gonna give you 5 hours to tell her that I'm here or else I'm leaving. I have other guys that would happily take me. And then that's when I went back to sleep. Not sleep, like I laid down or whatever. I don't want to mess up my words. I was going back to sleep. And then like 30 minutes to like an hour, that's when I hear, babe, babe, babe. And I'm like, and then I walk this way. I'm like looking everywhere. Then I walk in and I look this way. And there she is on the ground. There she is on the ground. He has his hands on her neck. And he's asking me to help him. He's like, babe, can you please help me? And I'm like, no. And then that's when I went to the couch and I lay down. This can't be happening. This can't be happening. And then next thing I know, he picks up the rock, is banging her head more. And I'm like, no, this can't be happening. This can't be happening.
You saw him in the kitchen with his hands around her neck. It was the kitchen, right?
Right.
Okay.
A woman has just been killed, and minutes later, she walks into a store.
After the okay, you mentioned that you guys went and got cleaning supplies, right?
Right.
Okay. Did you put the body in the car first before you went and got the cleaning supplies, or did you leave the body there and go get
Body there.
You went and got the supplies. Where'd you go?
All I remember is checking stuff out. I don't remember what store we went to.
Okay. And did you both go in the store?
He told me we had to go to the store. I went to the store. He got cleaning supplies and a whole bunch of stuff. And we went back to the house or whatever. And then after that happened, he cleaned up the mess on the ground. He moved her body into he like turned her over or whatever. And then after that happened, he ended up packing up everything.
No panic, no attempt to get away. She doesn't call for help, she participates. This isn't fear, this is behavior. And at this point, there's no distance left between her and the crime.
He moved the body into the car. I helped him carry the body to the car. And then after that happened, he drove to this apartment place and he got out of the car. I got out of the car. And mind you, the body didn't feel the same. It wasn't as heavy, then it was heavy as soon as we got to the apartment place. And then after that, I helped him carry the body and dump it in the dumpster. And then after that, he cut his ankle monitor off. And then he fled, basically. That's what happened.
She didn't just witness what happened, she helped move the body. And this is where her story starts collapsing, because you can't be forced and still stay involved this long. And what happens next makes it even harder to believe.
That was at 5:20 that you guys left Lowe's. Went back to the house, right here on Mission, and then you are back at Sean's Irish Tavern. At that point, the body's in the trunk, because later on, that the car goes to where the body was disposed of in the dumpster.
I don't remember. I'm telling you, I don't remember.
You don't remember, but I'm telling you. You're distraught that you just saw this kill. Okay?
Well, I really walked in on it, but yeah.
Okay. You saw this. You're shocked at this whole thing, right? Things are fuzzy. But you go to Sean's.
I don't remember.
Get a little dinner.
Songs, though. That's the
Okay.
thing. I don't, like,
Well,
I really don't remember. All I remember is, like, the big shit that happened, because the other stuff,
You guys go to the apartment complex and put the body in the dumpster. And from the dumpster, you guys go to the Waffle House to get a little snack, right?
I don't remember that.
I got video of you doing that too, okay?
I don't remember that.
They dump the body and then they go eat. That's not panic, that's not fear, that's detachment. And then she says something that explains everything.
He must really love me if he did that.
That sentence changes everything.
You know, like I was just his like partner in crime, but I wasn't doing the crime. Like I was just there for him, like because I loved him or whatever, and I didn't want to leave him, but I was also scared to leave him, even though I loved him. Like it's crazy because I really did throughout being with him or whatever try to leave or whatever, but that's when he started being more stricter with my phones and stuff. That's the reason why I didn't even try to attempt to leave or whatever. He did hand me the gun and stuff, hand me the knives and was like, kill me right here, right now. But I didn't do that because I'm not capable of that. I know I'm not capable of that. I don't want to hurt somebody like that.
You still love him? Yeah. You're still gonna do what he says? Like right here, right now?
I want to take the fall for him so badly. He's the only person that I have.
She She doesn't see this as a crime. She sees it as proof. Proof that he was willing to do anything for her. And once you understand that, everything else starts to make sense. Because now it's not about what happened. It's about how she wants to be seen.
What were you gonna get from Jonathan for that state?
Like an eternal promise of my love. Like I've never done anything like that for anybody. I don't know how to explain it. I really don't know how to explain it. I promised him that I would take the fall because it's hard for me to make sense, but I said it in the moment though. I was like, I'm gonna take the fall for you, I'm gonna take the fall for you. Because I knew that they were looking for us, because mind you, I'm the one sending out the stuff, so I knew it was gonna happen sooner or later. It's like I kind of set myself up in a way.
She's not trying to escape this. She's trying to control it. Control the story, control the outcome, control how she's remembered.
We know how she died.
No! I'm trying to give her the full justice she needs. I understand I'm guilty. I understand I'm guilty for running. I'm guilty for taking the fall for him. I'm guilty for dumping her body. I understand that, but I'm really trying to tell you what it is. Me and him talked about it back and forth. I talked to him. I promised him I was gonna take the blame because I loved him.
Okay.
I told him.
Think about all these things that have happened. Now all of a sudden, it switches from I did this, to Jonathan did this, and this. Okay?
I did dump the body. I told you guys that, but I didn't kill her.
And then she says one final thing that makes everything clear.
Like I wanted to be like painted as this monster. Like I don't like myself. I think that's the thing too. I wanted to be painted as a monster because that's how I feel. I don't know.
This is the most honest moment in the entire interrogation. Not fear, not confusion, identity. So now you have both versions. The version where she remembers everything.
He moved her body into he turned her over or whatever, and he ended up packing up everything.
And the version where she remembers nothing.
Like totally, like I don't remember anything that happened. I don't remember anything that happened.
The version where she's a victim.
He did hand me the gun and stuff, he handed me the knives and was like, kill me right here, right now.
And the version where she participates.
He moved the body into the car. I helped him carry the body to the car. And then after that happened.
And somewhere between those two is the truth. The problem is, she only forgets the parts that make her responsible. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more amazing cases.